What's going on, everybody? Super Saiyan Paul here, back at it again with some more Dragon Ball Super discussions. I'm joined here by the one, the only Unreal Entertainment Gaming.
The one, the only Daishinkan. What's up, guys?
The one, the only Daishinkan. But anyway, guys, we're going to be talking about something very interesting here today. What we're going to be talking about is Oob and his involvement in the sealing of Moro. Do you guys believe it's going to happen? I'm going to be asking Alex this question, and how does he factor in to this arc? Because we do know that he was technically name dropped in a sense of where the power is kind of lying within him to seal Moro away, and they really need this in this particular chapter, in chapter 49 at the time of this recording, to seal him away, because the Grand Supreme Kai can't do it right now. He does not have the power, and we originally thought that power was sealed away in the fat version of Majin Buu, but that wasn't the case. Goku, as shown by the manga chapters, had obliterated that power when he killed Kid Buu. And we know that Kid Buu was reincarnated to Oob, and he's on planet Earth. So I want to ask you, Alex, do you believe that Oob will have some involvement with Moro being sealed away?
Absolutely not. And before anything else, it goes as far as to show the fact that, like, this is still prior to Oob even becoming an adolescent or a teenager to begin with, because we understand that in Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter number 43, Oob is still a kid, and that's when, you know, then they told Goku, and I quote, "He's a prodigy. There's a kid born on Earth with an extraordinary talent who lives in a small village nearby." And when asked about him, he says that he dwells within this village. He is the reincarnation of Majin Buu, but he is still very young. So no, there is no conceivable factor of including Oob, because number one, he's young and he's inexperienced. You put him up against Moro, Moro slaughters him. That's not even a brainer. Considering the fact that they could have alternative means of defeating Moro, which was also indicated in the manga by Vegeta telling Meerus that just at full power, one of them as Super Saiyan Blue are more than enough, but the only problem was at the time, they were not able to hold Moro in place because he was in outer space fighting the Daikaioshin. So that in and of itself tells you that Goku and Vegeta have the ability to defeat him at full power, according to Vegeta's statement, but they just need him to be settled down to where it's on an even playing field, which now he is. He is on Namek, but even while he's on Namek, he doesn't seem to be concerned because he reminds them of the third wish. I think that's the most important thing here. It's not the fact of Oob. What sense would it make for Goku to go to planet Earth to bring an inexperienced child just for his latent potential that has not been unlocked or even tested, for them to seal off an entity that can slaughter this kid like within a millisecond of even stepping foot onto the battlefield? This kid does not have any fighting experience. All he does, according to the Manga Chapter 43 special, was we see Oob carrying his siblings, assumingly, or maybe even some of the village members on his back while he's carrying food back to his village. So no, Oob is not going to be a considerable factor in this manga or story, and if he does, I'll shut my channel down. That's how confident I am for this. He's not going to be included. They're not going to bring him and have Daikaio take his powers back. It's blatantly evident that he's going to have that dormant power be latent within him, so that can only mean that it would make sense for Oob to stand up or even, you know, be considerable in training with Goku going forward, considering the fact that Goku has God powers like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and he's exponentially more powerful than how we saw towards the end of Z, which I think they are going to retcon. But in this fight with Moro, it's not going to happen, and I bet my entire channel on that. However, I think that the involvement of him getting defeated is most definitely going to lie on either Goku or Vegeta, because if the Daikaio can't conjure up the ability to seal him away, then by another means they have to defeat him. They have to either kill him, or if the Daikaio wants to put his life on the line as a means of, you know, doing something else, they could. Remember, we still have Majin Buu in this entire thing, because him and Daikaio have agreed to swap back and forth. But until then, we're not getting Oob anytime soon, until Shueisha and Toei are ready to write in Oob specifically for Goku. That's how they're going to plan it, and I think that whatever happens with Oob and Goku going forward is going to be the overall direction of Super when the time comes for that.
The man staked his entire channel on it. I actually agree with you 100%. The reason why some people were thinking that Oob may be the key to sealing him away is that they kind of, I think more than anything, this manga chapter was more for setting up the future of Dragon Ball Super and like post where Dragon Ball Z ended, and it really retconned a lot of things and fixed some of the inconsistent writings with the power levels of how we were like, Oob is supposed to be the end-all be-all in Dragon Ball Z, and how does that actually fit? Well, now that they place this here, that actually fixed that inconsistency there, and future-proofs the series in that type of regard with Goku traveling off with him. So I don't think he's going to be utilized to seal away Moro. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Grand Supreme Kai isn't going to use his life to seal him away, or may even teach this ability to somebody else, or maybe even Goku and Vegeta may lend him energy in some way, shape, or form to defeat him. There's definitely other ways to do it, and I think this will be down to Goku and Vegeta really getting the final blow. Probably Goku more than anything, because he usually gets all these attacks to take him out, but with Oob's involvement in this, I think it's going to be minimal. I think that's probably going to be the most we see of him. Him being name dropped, and maybe them finally realizing that, hey, the power may be located within the kid. But some people are speculating that, hey, if they did involve him in it, would they wish his memories away? Would that work? And would that really make sense for him to be on the field of battle with these level of gods at that young age without even realizing it? I don't agree with that. I don't think it makes sense. But what do you think? Do you think they might have wished his memory away if that was like a type of scenario?
I don't see this being anything outside of Moro wishing for something that we are going to find out, not in the next chapter, but in the foreseeable future. I think that they need to keep this wish hidden. It's not immortality, because it's very blatant that if it was, I think he would have told him, like, I'm indestructible, just like Zamasu did. Just like Frieza's immortality pursuit, he told everyone, hey, I want to be immortal. I think that Moro's wish lies beyond that, and I think that whatever his wish could be, it's going to affect the outcome of Super going forward, and maybe even in this fight specifically, maybe he wished for something that affects the Daikaio directly, being that he has a great hatred towards him specifically. But going back to the Oob concept, we're not going to see it, at least not for Moro versus Oob, because think about how dumb it is for a theory to have a small child that has so much inexperience in combat, but does have that power laying dormant within him, just for him to enter this battlefield, for him to get slaughtered. It just doesn't make any sense. I think that it's best to keep Oob away until we reach the Budokai tournament, to where Goku meets him, and then once we have that whole little scenario or scenery play out to where Goku spars with him and then takes him under his wing, if they do that in the show, then that'll be great. But I think for Moro, his third wish is outside anything that I think is conjured up by the thought of immortality or something that involves, you know, anything big. I mentioned this on my video before. I really don't, there's no evidence to point towards immortality, because the one thing he really wanted was his magic restored, and being that he already has that, what more can he ask for? I think that it's possible that it's something that lies beyond, you know, what's happening on the battlefield now, and I think that that's what's something that may affect Super going, you know, forward down the line.
This thought just randomly appeared in my head, but imagine if, like, he instant transmit, because we know that the Grand Supreme Kai can instant transmit. He instant transmits to Oob's energy or something on planet Earth, absorbs the kid, runs back to the battlefield, uses the power, and then he has Majin Buu spit him back out somewhere, and he forgets everything.
But even then, it's like, because Moro wouldn't know who Oob is, and nobody knows who Oob actually is by name other than Goku, right? But not even by name, because Dende told him, simply by words, there's this kid that has an extraordinary battle power that happens to be a human that's living on this earth, and he is the reincarnation of Majin Buu. Nobody knows his name. Nobody knows what he looks like. In the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament, Vegeta only referenced him as the kid that was reincarnated. That was it. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows what he looks like. So even if, let's say, they were to know the name of Oob, they wouldn't know who he is. I mean, even after Goku looked down on Kame's lookout, when Oob was looking back up because he felt someone looking down on him, again, Goku never saw him, and even if, out of the whole bunch, if anybody does know of Oob, it would be Goku, but even then, I don't think that Goku's currently thinking about Oob at all. I think that his primary concern is Moro, for sure.
And I'm really hoping to see his third wish be something other than immortality. I mean, it's really straightforward as if it is, but if it's something outside of that realm, it opens up the doors for more things to come, which is what I'm hoping for. I really want to see what exactly he wished for, because like you said, even though immortality may be on the table here, it would be kind of straightforward with what they did with Zamasu and stuff like that, and I think it would be kind of cliche more than anything for them to do that. So I'm hoping it's actually not the case. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Alex, for being on the channel. And do you have any last words?
Nah, just enjoy the manga, and then let's see what the show has in store for us.
Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe, check out Alex's channel, and we'll be seeing you guys next time, alright? Make sure you guys go check out the second channel, Super Saiyan Royale. We do a ton of other type of gaming content, such as Let's Plays, walkthroughs, and other types of games. We do a variety of games, such as Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, other types of Let's Plays with Kingdom Hearts, Fortnite, all these other games on that channel. So make sure you guys go check it out. We'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care. Peace.